It's blow after blow for the Aam Aadmi Party. Today, the Delhi Social Welfare Minister Raaj Kumar Anand resigned from his post as minister and also from the Aam Aadmi Party, accusing it of corruption. This, remember, comes on the back of the arrest of multiple ministers and the CM himself. Yesterday, Arvind Kejriwal was denied any relief by the Delhi High Court, and to make matters worse, today the Supreme Court also refused to grant him an urgent hearing. And to top it all comes the resignation of a minister who says that now the Aam Aadmi Party has become a daldal of corruption. It must be said that Raaj Kumar Anand has himself been raided by the Enforcement Directorate for his involvement in the liquor case investigation. In fact, his house was searched for almost 22 hours in November last year.
लेकिन आज बड़े अफसोस के साथ कहना पड़ रहा है कि राजनीति तो नहीं बदली, लेकिन राजनेता बदल गए। आम आदमी पार्टी का जन्म ही भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ आंदोलन से हुआ था, लेकिन आज ये पार्टी खुद भ्रष्टाचार के दलदल में फंस चुकी है। मेरे लिए मंत्री पद पर रहकर इस सरकार में काम करना असहज हो गया है। मैं अब इस पार्टी, इस सरकार और अपने मंत्री पद से इस्तीफा दे रहा हूं, क्योंकि मैं इन भ्रष्ट आचरणों में अपना नाम नहीं जुड़वाना चाहता।
The Aam Aadmi Party naturally picked on the history of Raaj Kumar Anand to question whether this is yet another likely candidate for the BJP's washing machine, and this was the natural trajectory of every person who lashes out at the Aam Aadmi Party and only plays into the hands of the BJP.
23 घंटे की छापेमारी के बाद क्या बोला था उन्होंने, वो भी सुनाइए भाई।
और शुक्रवार यानी कि आज सुबह ईडी की टीम निकली है। सर, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। 22 घंटे ईडी की टीम आपके घर पे रही, तो पहले तो यही सवाल उठ रहा है कि इतनी चर्चा चल रही थी कि 22 घंटे में ईडी ने क्या ढूंढ लिया या क्या उनको मिल गया।
तो बेचारे एक स्क्रिप्ट दी हुई थी उनके हाथ में, आपने देखा होगा, एक पर्चा था, वो उसपे पर्चे पे देख के पढ़ रहे थे जो उनको कहा गया पढ़ने की।
पूरी तरह से आम आदमी पार्टी घोटालेबाजी भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है, और आज उसी तरह उनकी ही पार्टी के नेता व मंत्री ने इस्तीफा देकर आम आदमी पार्टी की भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्तता की पोल को खोल दिया। पूरी की पूरी पार्टी एक नेक्सिस माफिया की तरह उग्राही करती है, और उस उग्राही से किस तरह गोवा के चुनाव में पैसा खर्च करती है, यह अब स्पष्ट हो चुका है।
So what really is happening? Is this a case of people deserting the Aam Aadmi Party given the slew of cases against them, or are people really playing to the BJP script as Aam Aadmi Party is suggesting? Remember, today the Supreme Court refused urgent hearing to Arvind Kejriwal on a plea against his arrest and, in fact, the remand which has been given to the Enforcement Directorate. The top court refused to set up a special bench for this hearing, which means that the earliest that his plea can now be taken up is Monday, on the 15th of April, after 4 public holidays. This case was brought up before the Chief Justice of India. Mentioning the plea before the top court, Kejriwal's advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi said this was an urgent mentioning regarding a chief minister. He also alleged that the arrest was based on an unreliable document. In response, the CJI refused to hear the petition on an urgent basis and did not specify whether the matter will be heard at all. During the hearing, the CJI said that he will at some point look into it. The BJP has again taken to the streets, saying that now there is no moral authority that the Aam Aadmi Party leader has to continue in the office of Chief Minister. Let's take this across to the guest joining us now. Anuja Kapur, spokesperson of the BJP, Varun Singh, political analyst, Sanjay, author, and Parvinder Singh Sethi, political analyst and supports the Aam Aadmi Party. Anuja Kapur, I want to ask you, there seems to be a mission Kejriwal underway. Now, suddenly Raaj Kumar Anand has discovered his moral compass and thinks the Aam Aadmi Party is corrupt after being raided by ED.
Jai Shri Ram and good evening to all of you. I think you have already spoken, Padmaja, that everybody talks about it. In November, the ED has done the raids at the residence of Raaj Kumar Anand. Why didn't he do it at that very minute if he was that scared? There was no charges against him. Nobody has talked about it. No charges against him. It is on his own moral ground he's doing it. And I think this is a wake-up call for the Aam Aadmi Party, corrupt party, to understand that now is the time. Please listen to the cry of your own people whom you have not even thought about while doing the corruption. That is when the situation arises. How do you look at yourself and how do you see yourself in the mirror when you were irrigating the other people like Congress and many other people on this?
Okay.
And you're bringing your CAG reports and you were talking about it. Now is the time that you look at yourself on moral grounds. Don't you think, Arvind Kejriwal ji, you should be stepping down because this is in high time. Look at the people who are looking up at you were as a leader. Now you're no more a leader because you are a corrupt leader, you're a corrupt person who has brought shame not only to their Aam Aadmi Party but to a Delhi which is
Okay, let Parvinder Sethi respond. अब देखिए हालत इतनी खराब हो गई है, खुद आपके एमएलए मंत्री कह रहे हैं कि बस अब और नहीं, अब तो केजरीवाल जी को छोड़ देना चाहिए।
ये आप देखिए सारा देश देख रहा है, ये ब्लैकमेलिंग है, एक्सटॉर्शन है और एक आदमी को धमकाया जा रहा है कि देखो तुम्हारे ऊपर ईडी की रेड पड़ रही है, तुम्हारे को अंदर कर दिया जाएगा, तुम सारी उम्र जेल में सड़ोगे, इससे बेटर है। तो वो कुछ लोग घबरा जाते हैं, टूट जाते हैं और वो नहीं
टूटते उन्हें 6 महीने क्यों लग गए? नवंबर में रेड हुई थी।
नहीं, वो कंफर्ट देखिए, हर व्यक्ति को समय लगता है, वो पहले इस चीज को लाइटली लेता है। जब वो देख रहा है कि जब इन्होंने अरविंद केजरीवाल को भी नहीं छोड़ा, जब इन्होंने अरविंद केजरीवाल दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री को भी उठा के जेल में डाल दिया, संजय सिंह को जेल में डाल दिया, तो मैं क्या चीज हूं? तो उनको ये मालूम है कि वो हर व्यक्ति अपना कंफर्ट जोन छोड़ के नहीं रह सकता, हर व्यक्ति एक कंफर्टेबल लाइफ से बाहर नहीं निकल सकता। जो अरविंद केजरीवाल है, संजय सिंह है, सतेंद्र जैन है, मनीष सिसोदिया है, ये आंदोलन से निकले हुए लोग हैं, ये संघर्ष करने वाले लोग हैं, ये सड़कों पे रहने वाले लोग हैं, सड़कों पे सोने वाले लोग हैं और इनको उस कंफर्ट की आदत नहीं है और ये अत्याचार के खिलाफ अपना विरोध प्रदर्शन करके अपने
कल तक उनको आपने सोशल जस्टिस मिनिस्टर बना रखा था, आज उनको कह रहे हैं कि आप उनको कंफर्ट की आदत है इसलिए वो छोड़ के चले गए। एनीवे रिस्पॉन्ड।
कई लोग टूट जाते हैं।
अच्छा, कई लोग टूट जाते हैं। अनुजा कपूर।
Yes, this is very amusing because now he has already said that the person Raaj Kumar Anand, who has been their leader and who's their minister, is person who is dishonest. This is what he's trying to say. आम आदमी नहीं है, वो आम आदमी की तरह उन्हें जो कंफर्ट जोन मिल रहा है, अब वो जो बड़े हो गए हैं, अब उन्हें डर लग रहा है, वो आंदोलन जीवी नहीं है। So this is what are you trying to say? Are you alienating your own
जीवी? आप जिस भाषा का उपयोग कर रहे हैं ये आपको शोभा नहीं देता। आप इतनी बड़ी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता हैं, जो आंदोलन करते हैं उनका देश के अंदर अलग एक सम्मान होता है।
You have to understand that this is your party which has come down with the blow. You have to understand that your people are leaving you.
देखिए, जो शरीफ लोगों को उठाकर जेल में डाला जा रहा है, उनके ऊपर अत्याचार करा जा रहा है, हर व्यक्ति उसको फेस नहीं कर सकता।
Problem which we see here, Arvind Kejriwal, who is neck deep, High Court has also told him. So he has also said that please don't bring politics in the court of law.
पॉलिटिक्स तो आप लोग कर रहे हैं, पॉलिटिक्स तो आप लोग कर रहे हैं, विपक्ष से आप घबराए हुए हैं, बौखलाए हुए हैं, चुनाव में आप उनका मुकाबला नहीं कर सकते। आप ईडी का इनकम टैक्स का सीबीआई का डरावा देकर लोगों को पार्टी से हटाने का आपने पहले भी ऑपरेशन लोटस करा, बड़े स्टेट्स की सरकारें गिराई हैं।
has said that they will not give you the pleasure of having the appointment with your own lawyers.
Okay, let me bring in Varun Singh.
Violating the jail manuals.
You don't think the timing is suspicious, Varun Singh? Many people are wondering if this is an entire Operation Lotus that has been put in motion by the BJP.
The timing of Arvind Kejriwal's arrest or Raaj Kumar Anand's quitting?
Both.
I don't see any suspicion in it. To be honest, yeah, both. Because, yesterday the court had categorically stated that politics and court proceedings do not have any connection. And today, I it leaves me amused if this person who's representing Aam Aadmi Party was dead sure that, aren't these the same people who had interviewed, carried out examination, taken interviews, long interviews of people who will have that kind of courage to withstand any kind of storm that may come, may it be the police, may it be the ED, may it be anything, and then only they were going to be given tickets. So it also goes on to prove that all of that the Aam Aadmi Party has been trying to portray of being a clean party was a sham, because they also, if Raj Anand, if this person has quit under pressure, goes on to show that since day one, all those people who were inducted were double-faced, going by what Mr. Parvinder says, that there are people in the party who do not support the basic of Aam Aadmi Party, which is standing against corruption. And now if Raj Anand is making such serious allegations, it goes on to show, it goes on to prove that what the court had said yesterday has some standing. What the ED had found out till now has some standing, or else why would a sitting minister come out and quit and make such serious allegations? Yes, why did he take so much of time? You never know. जैसे बहुत सारे लोगों की आत्मा बहुत लेट जागती है, हो सकता है Raj Anand also took some time, but probably when a sitting minister makes such allegation, there's lot to be investigated, and it also goes on to say a lot about the party and its leader.
So, in a way, Sanjay Jha, ironically, since all Aam Aadmi Party leaders said we will stand against corruption, Raaj Kumar Anand is saying I quit because AAP is corrupt and I'm standing against it.
Good evening, Padmaja. I believe the people of this country have by now understood that the great washing machine of the BJP will not hit the retail stores, but it has corrupted Indian politics at an absolutely astronomical level. I have only one question to ask, because there are some people on your panel who are sounding very holier than thou. Just explain one question to the people of India. There is a gentleman called Sarath Reddy, prime accused, a kingpin in the Delhi liquor scam. This man suddenly turns approver. The ED has no problem with the bail. And he actually accuses Arvind Kejriwal. He gives 55 crores through his company to the Bharatiya Janata Party. I can tell you the criminality of the BJP, the corruption of this ruling party, the crony capitalism of the most corrupt party India has seen since 1947 is now already documented. And every day
yesterday the Delhi High Court very lengthily dwelt on the issue of approvers and said there is no malafide that can be attributed to an approver. This is a legal process. So the entire issue of Sharath Reddy, Magunta Reddy becomes inconsequential. The High Court has addressed it.
Well, let me address this one thing, Padmaja. Firstly, they have got tickets, by the way, to fight the election on a BJP ticket. That
one ticket. Magunta Reddy has got it. Yes.
Important. Forget the technicalities. Will the BJP? Why is Narendra Modi? I don't want to argue with anybody else. The Prime Minister of this country, he gives bhashan on corruption, but the Bhrashtachar Janata Party or the Bhrashtachar Jumla Party, as they read it on social media, needs to tell the people, ये 55-56 इंच की छाती ने 55 करोड़ रुपए क्यों लिए शरथ रेड्डी की कंपनी से? जरा बताइए, जरा इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड में क्या कहानी है, जरा बता दीजिए सबको. दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी.
But Raaj Kumar Anand, what do you make of Raaj Kumar Anand?
Well, I am not aware of AAP's internal problems with some of its leaders, but it is pretty obvious that this man was raided by the ED. So you probably have another gentleman in the queue who will get into the washing machine and emerge spotless white, as pure as running water.
But then so was Arvind Kejriwal. If that is the logic, Arvind Kejriwal should have also joined the BJP.
Well, let me tell you, in all probability, I can tell you this because, I'm pretty much aware and I can't give you the details. All the people, Sanjay Singh is a good example, right? He got bail and there was no evidence at all, no money trail. The truth, Padmaja, is this. Anybody who understands the basics of finance will tell you that the liquor policy never really got executed. The whole allegation is based on what had happened on the assumption of the deals going through. And therefore, let the money trail be out. The only money trail that is obvious in the public eye is the money given by Sarath Reddy to the BJP.
Okay, you know, I could actually quote to you again in detail from what the Delhi High Court has said about how maybe there isn't a money trail because money was given in Hawala and it went into Goa elections and cash transactions happened. Very, very detailed reasoning has been given in the order, but I'm out of time right now. At 8 p.m. on India Upfront, we will actually be talking about this again and talk in detail about what exactly is going on with the Aam Aadmi Party. Is their last resort now playing the sympathy card yet again, saying that Mr. Modi has turned Tihad into a Nazi gas chamber, no less? Are people buying that? I'll see you at 8.